Welcome back to New Cycle, and it's probably our last episode for this first series because final moments. This is it, Chief. All measurements show that we will be able to observe blue skies for at most another year before the atmosphere reaches the terminal stage. Some of our weaker brothers and sisters are already showing signs of deteriorating health, and it's true that I've been having a lot more death in the last few years. Now we have to drop everything and start migration of the people in the bunker. It's the beginning of a new life for us. Let us, who are left behind, do our last duty properly. In an estimated 20 to 25 days, the selected people will move to the bunker. Construction will wrap up and the entrance will be sealed. Okay, so it is. We have basically 25 days left or something like this. Now, looking at my bunker, we've definitely made progress. I have unlocked actually level 10, and this is the last one, it seems. We have also already built a lot of things from sector 1 to 7, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, all of it is built, and now I'm building number 8. As you can see, I have quite a few things, and some of them say more than 20 days, so some of them may not be finished. But we're in an interesting stage where everything is positive except the water. We have 2 water, 1 there, and we're pushing, one building for each. There's 1 electricity, 1 food, 1 ventilation, and also 1 production, and then also 1 last dormitory. So these ones are giving 60, so I could actually get to 600 people, which is almost all of my people, to be honest. So this is really good. Before we talk about a bit about this more, doing a tour of the city. This is now a giant city, right? We have over here a lot of farms of different types. We have many of my mines that are belted, right? You see the tin ore one there. You see the copper, not copper, sorry, copper one here. You have the iron one that's also belted. This is a new one. We have the coal one that's belted. Then we have tons of production over here, pits, many pits, but also a quarry. I improved the pit into a quarry. Look at this, this is so cool animation. We have all of the food production, you can see it's still full. Same for water, we have a lot of resources. Then 1 city, a 2nd city there, a 3rd city there. The map also, I have upgraded the map a lot, right? Like we're producing now a lot of things on the map. As you can see, there is, the railway goes pretty far. It doesn't go to the last, no, it does go to the last one, perfect. So yeah, we have a production, 169 of meat, for example, 140 of meat. Here we're not producing anything because there's nothing. Here's some more meat, right? We're talking about 169. So that's why my meat is always full. I'm making tons of meat. I'm also making tons of water on the map. So all of this is pretty easy. The reality is, oh yeah, so you see my people are starting to move to the bunker. That's super interesting. Let me slow down 1 second because I think that's going to be the end just now. We still have our people. So this is finished here. We're close to finishing many things. 8 days. It'd be great if we can continue for 8 more days. But yeah, basically, if you follow the whole series, and don't hesitate to check in the video description below if you want to see the full series. In the last episode, we ended on year 22. So 5, I'm sorry, not 22. Yeah, 6 years, 5-6 years, I'd say, have been happening in the background. I didn't record them because nothing really happened, Yes, I had people dying, I had kids becoming, adults. Then I was transforming those adults into craftsmen, those craftsmen into specialists. Actually, the specialists were dying a lot, they were dying a lot more than others. So I've been training many of them. We did also all of the research, as you can see over here, all of them. One that was super interesting is the recycling. I built it over here. You can see a recycling facility that's producing a lot of water. That's pretty cool, with just energy, basically. It's just turning energy into water. And actually, if I add 1 more there, that would be even more. of production. But yeah, as you can see, I'm losing regularly those specialists. So, and I've also tried to always have 10 over here, and more people are now coming inside. This is very interesting. But yeah, don't hesitate, of course, to tell me if you have any questions about the game. As I said in the previous episode, I mean, this is still early access, and for early access, this is really good. So I'm hoping to do another series on it in a couple of months. I'm not sure when yet, so don't hesitate to tell me also what you want to see in this follow-up series. But yeah, we're making great progress. Here it is. Hopefully we can finish this one. And those two, because the water is a bit dangerous. But yeah, let's go one more day and we can get to 600. Come on, everybody's just walking around. I still have, you know, ton of resources, so that's not a problem. Come on, 99, you can do it. So there's two more that I didn't have time to build, because obviously it's not a question of resources. I have ton of resources. But as you saw, it takes days to build those things. And the more things you try to build, the more days it takes. Oh, so perfect. We are actually very good, except on this one. So can I try to just build one of these? You know, this one is actually the best one. And maybe let me take a second to show you that again, for each of the different facilities, right, from living quarters to water to ventilation, you have three choices. Each of the choices will also consume different types of resources and they will have different impact. Now, personally, I think there is some good choices to make. For example, if you look at the ventilation over here, this one has plus 10, but it only takes 2 electricity and 2 logistics. Versus this one, you get plus 14, so you get plus 4, but it's minus 11 of electricity. So that's, in my opinion, you know, this one is a lot better than that one. Then you could argue that this one is better in the sense that it's 18, so it's almost double that one. But the electricity is 15, so you have to produce a lot of electricity for this one to be a good one. It is also a good one in the sense that it doesn't cost that much versus this one costs more. So in my case, I built a lot of this one, for example. Similarly for electricity, and if you look over here, we're talking about 45 electricity versus this one is only 16. So honestly, you know, it is definitely, in my opinion, better to do this one. Even if you get like plus 2 food, honestly, plus 2 food doesn't mean anything. Versus 45 versus 16 is a big jump. So yeah, it's gonna take 5 days to build this one. I don't think we're gonna be able, you know, to wait that long, but let's be hopeful. Let's be hopeful. And we're losing again more and more people because yeah, this is, I mean, the earth is dying, right? So it makes sense that we're losing people now. We actually have very few of these guys. But yeah, I'm just trying to keep the maximum of workforce there as long as possible to try to get this one into positive. And hopefully get, yeah, everything into positive by the last day. 3 more days, 2 more days, come on, we can do it. We can do it. I have faith in you. We actually didn't build a lot of the tier 3 buildings and productions, like metal processing complex or industrial forge. You know, you can do a lot with these. We didn't really use them, even the advanced distillery. I just think, you know, with the fact that we have this end game in the sandbox, you probably want to use this in this end game now. It doesn't make too much sense, in my opinion. I just didn't have time to get there. But yeah, here we are. Here we are. It's been built, I hope. Yes, it's been built. So everything is positive now. Perfect. I'm a bit disappointed because I thought they had said 20 days, and I'm pretty sure 20 days have passed. So I'm wondering if I need to now start building something new. But the reality is, you know, if I look over here, any living quarter is going to probably take this one. Can I fit this one in? I could almost fit this one in. Let's try. Probably not gonna happen, but anyway. 600 is already, I think, pretty good. I'm very happy. Here it is. We still have more people. Yeah, when is this going to end? I think I did read somewhere somebody say, ah, here it is. Year 4332. I guess it's after. It's the end of this cycle. It's been 1332 years, 6 months, and 5 days since the gates were sealed. Foundation has been alive for 51 generations, and today it's about to set sail to complete a new horizon. The first centuries were very difficult for mankind to get used to such life and accept this. The sheer number of our first inner father gave the greatest strength. The enormous sacrifice of our forefathers who gave us this home and the treasure we still preserve thousands of years later have enabled us to endure every hardship for a generation. May the gods of the underworld bless them. It is pretty crazy that I've lived 1000 years underground. Okay, and this cycle is pretty dark ending, to be honest, but it's interesting. And here we are. So I'm glad we were able to do this series, really testing this new cycle, this new survival city building game, Anno meets Frostpunk. Again, in the video description below you can find the full playlist to see from start to finish. Thank you for watching, for those of you who have been following from the start to finish, and I hope to see you next time.